Welcome to day 2 of the Copilot Challenge. Today we're going to jump right in and explore the prompt gallery. So navigate to m365.cloud.microsoft. In the content area below the message Copilot box, you have a few sample prompts. But if you click this drop down for see more, there's several available. And then below that, you'll see prompt gallery. Today's activity is to scroll through the prompt gallery and find one or two prompts that would help you in your daily work. As you're going through, notice that there are little icons next to each of the titles that are associated with specific categories, such as ask, learn, and create. To make it easier to find applicable prompts, I suggest using the task and job type filters at the top of the gallery box. I'm going to select the drop-down for task, and from the available options, choose Analyze. Now we have different options like Improve Your Code, Find Bugs, Let's Debate. In the job type drop-down, there are multiple options. In this example, I'm going to select Legal. One of my favorite prompts is break down regulations. When you find a prompt that you want to come back to, use the ribbon icon to mark it as a favorite to make it easier to find. You can also share a prompt by generating a link or sharing it to a Microsoft team. Select your prompt to insert it in the Message Copilot box. For this one, all I need to do is insert the regulation name. The basic instructions ask for a summary of main objectives, obligations imposed by the regulation, pull out some compliance requirements, and highlight areas that may present challenges for our company. To make this prompt even better, you could provide details about your company and how you're going to use the information. But first, let's run the prompt as is. We'll modify it later. The results are organized by categories and provide a few high-level details. Keywords are bold so that it's easy to scan. For example, 508 compliance is applicable to U.S. federal agencies and companies doing business with those agencies. It requires electronic and information technology to be accessible to individuals with disabilities. At the bottom of the results is a sources section that tells you where the data came from. Use this information to validate the answer or continue your research. Next, I will ask for a checklist that specifically focuses on making sure my training materials are compliant. So instead of the generic create a checklist, it's create a checklist for training materials. The checklist has best practices such as use headers for structure. It also has suggestions for things to avoid, like avoid background images or watermarks. The original prompt could have been better, so we're going to scroll up to the top of the page and click the pencil for edit. And this is where you can swap out for our company for details that are specific about your organization. Now that I've run the prompt again, I can see that the results are more appropriate. So I'm going to save this version of the prompt by selecting the ribbon icon. A floating dialog box will pop up and I can give the prompt a title and save it to my prompt gallery. The stretch challenge for today is to learn more about creating better prompts. And to help us do that, we're going to go to the third drop-down from the prompt gallery that says Copilot Agent. Then we're going to select Prompt Coach, and you have a few choices here. My favorite is Prompt Engineering. Prompt Coach is going to tell us the 4 key elements of a good prompt, which are goal, context, source, and expectation. Then we have a sample prompt that is broken down to show which pieces of the prompt fit the framework. Take a few minutes to write your own custom prompt. If you don't know what to use as the example, try asking Copilot to help you build an agenda for an upcoming meeting using the goal, context, source, and expectations framework. When you're done, leave a comment and share the name of the prompt that you saved as your favorite.